Welcome everybody to the Gamingbrew channel where we love and play all things Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight is Rise of Harlock episode 16. Wow, 16 episodes. 4 months of this, guys. So before we get started, we stream every Monday, Thursday, Saturday. And this Thursday is a very special stream. It is the State of Erenel. And that's where we go over all the content that's going to be created for the next month. So all the content coming out in May is being voted on right now. All the patrons are voting on themes, and the winning theme is it like covers all the content that I'll be making. I make classes, subclasses, races, all kinds of stuff that you can use for your games. And I think Bread for War is up by 1 vote right now. Yeah, so Bread for War is beating. I could have swore I thought factions were going to destroy it, but Bread for War is up by 1. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's some stuff you can download now. We got the this all came out last week. The Ranger, the Scourge Hunter subclass, the Druid Circle of the Pestilence subclass. We had the Risen Vanguard spell come out today, where you can summon 3 ogre zombies at once to fight with you like a necromancer. The Find Familiar Shadow Raven also came out, so it's like a Matron of Ravens familiar for wizards. And tomorrow, one of our patrons, Kermgard, had a pretty cool idea. And the School of Heavy Metal Bard is going to come out tomorrow. So if you're like a bard that plays heavy metal and does mosh pits, you can get that tomorrow. But
please tell me his unarmed damage is fucking sick.
It is, and he has a move called Thunderstruck. But let's get into tonight's game since we've been chatting for so long. Let's get into Rise of Harlock, episode 16. So, Ghosty ones, in the last episode, you all went into your stronghold, your newly built, or newly stolen, founded, conquered stronghold, however you want to say you got it. Earned. Yeah, there you go, earned stronghold. Each of you got a cool little perk that goes with the stronghold that you all rolled for. And you guys, you knew you had a couple days until the supposedly the Viticoline tax was coming. The Viticoline, for those that don't know, is a blood tax. They are in a highly populated vampire kingdom, and the vampires call for a blood tax every quarter, and the population has to give up 1% of their humanoid population to be drained of blood. So you guys are going about your weekly downtime trying to prepare for this to come. You went to the Burgomaster's home, or not the Burgomaster's home, you went to the Farron's home, and you saw that it was infested with the were-ravens, or the were-rats. And you went to try to have a talk with the young boy with his mother that was turned into the serpent. But he refused and they ran off. Lucan, you were changing the blood marketplace into a temple for Resmir. And as you were doing so, the hanged ones, the ones that were promised to keep their religion, praying to the evil deity El Terrell by Silas for their help in the war, were told to evacuate and to get out. So they immediately went to find Silas, full of anger, and they were waiting outside your stronghold. Ikanik and Yuska, the two of you went on a shopping trip. You bought some supplies to cook with, and you recruited a new chef. The famous Mad Max is now being paid wages and is on his way to you guys. Or he's walking with you guys back to the stronghold. So we pick up on the 8th of Narbalith, a little past midday, as Ikanik and Yuska are returning to the stronghold. Lucan is working on the newly founded church with his lantern priests in training. And Silas and Silvia, the two of you, are making your way back to the stronghold after having the encounter with the were-rats. And the hanged ones have approached you, full of anger. One in the front, who Silas recognizes as the same hanged one, the true elf, the very dark complected elf with the hood and the scar marks around their necks from going through the hanged one process with the dark tree. They approach Silas and Silvia, full of fury. So we pick up right when the first hanged one comes up to the two of you, just raging. I thought you promised that if we did what you asked, you would not try to change our way of life, hamper our religion. You lied to us.
Whoa, 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 and whoa. Nobody's changed anything. What are you talking about?
The one you walk with. The priest.
What about him? What's he doing?
He made us leave the blood market, kicked us out of our own quarters. How are we supposed to feed ourselves if we cannot find blood?
It's okay that he's repurposing that, but we can still get blood for you. Just, we're gonna have to change it to a different place. We don't know where yet, but you will still get your blood. Do not worry.
He told us we'd have to feed on animals. Like dogs.
Maybe some, but we're not there yet. We still have blood stores. We will figure it out after the next encounter, which is coming in a few days.
You meant to be like mongrels. Dogs feed on blood. Ah! They obviously look unsatisfied and they're angry, but they're very reserved. And they give off a they're very intelligent, so they know not to push too hard, but you can tell that they are not happy with this arrangement. And they just stare at you for a second.
I know this is unpleasant for right now, but until the immediate threat is gone, we can't sort anything out in the city. But once it is gone, we will figure everything out, and you guys will be dealt with in the way that you were promised.
We are sanguis, like you once were, and you are now. You will not turn your back on your people after we fought side by side with the humans.
Exactly. Which is why we just need to wait until the other fight is over, and we will go from there. And we will figure everything out.
Puts his hand up and he motions to the other hanged ones behind him. We'll be watching and we'll be waiting with great interest. They start to walk past you down the cobblestone roads towards the south of the city.
Will we still have your support when the fighting commences? I say as they kind of walk away.
He turns, looks over his shoulder. That depends on your actions going forward. And they keep walking. Leaving the two of you staying outside of your new stronghold.
Well, after that encounter, I'd like to go find Lucan and talk.
Okay. He's really close by. The blood market is almost 400 feet from where you guys are. So you can even see him from your vantage point, and you can see some of his lantern priests are working on construction at the blood market, clearing out a lot of the shackles and whips and torture devices, just cleaning up the area. But you can see him out there kind of giving directions, giving orders, echo on his shoulder.
I'm gonna go walk over to him. Be like, Lucan, could I talk to you for a moment?
I suppose I have a moment. Seems like everything else right now is going well, though.
I'd be following as well, since we were going to be going that way anyways.
Everything's sort of going well. We might have lost the hang ones, which is why I need you to hold off on changing this area and let them come back here and use this area until after the next fight happens. We need their support for this fight.
I don't know if that's possible. The amount of effort I've had to put with the common people in order to get them on our side, this is one of those deals that was made to do that. If they see the lantern priest stop, and then they start pushing back in with these things, and they gesture to the manacles and shackles, then they won't be on our side either.
You could totally get rid of the shackles, and the whips, and the chains, and all that. I just want you to allow the hanged ones to come in here and get their blood and whatnot, and for what they need to survive.
I won't have the sanguis sucking commoners' blood from them inside a future church. They can find somewhere else if it really has to be done, but not here. This has too much value to the commoners.
And I understand that. But I'd rather have the hang ones in battle than the commoners. At least for this fight.
Why don't you just give them a courtyard? A courtyard? Oh my god, English to me too. Why don't you just get them a courtyard next to their church? Why have them walk all the way up here when they can just stay on their side of the city?
I could see if they'd go for that. But for some reason they really wanted this particular spot.
Well, sanguis don't like change. But if they're participating in change, I'm sure they can accept this change as well. Resmir and the Lantern Priests, we are staying here. This is to be the new church. I gesture.
Alright.
I'm sure you can find somewhere else for them to go.
I'll see if there's a courtyard nearby that they could use for this instead.
Possibly even the docks down there. It's not like we're going to be getting shipments of anything for the next while.
That's true. Yeah, I'll go back and talk to them and see what they say.
Okay. So as you're doing, Unconquered, welcome to the Discord, man. Glad you're joining. The two of you would know that close to the hanged ones. We should probably go to map view for this. Shrink. So you guys remember that number 13 is the hanged ones church, the chapel of El Terrell, and then south there along those docks, 14 and 15, were a bunch of, when Silas first went through there, a bunch of abandoned warehouses, like large buildings that he didn't really look to see if they were full, but they looked abandoned from the outside. If you try to put a place for them on the human side, you might deal with some pushback, but you could try. But you could use anywhere on the coast. You'd probably have to go more towards number 16, which is where the inn was. Like kind of over here.
Yeah, I'd probably try to see if they'd use a warehouse instead. Around 14, 15, or even the docks. Because, like you were saying, we're not going to be using the docks for a while, so.
I'm just wondering if we should let them create a pseudo blood bank where humans can earn money by selling their own blood.
Yeah. I was going to ask them to donate, but that I think they'd go for that better.
So as you guys are walking now, you go across the bridge, headed into more of the what was once the like the middle class area for the Sanguis. And as you do, you see Yuska and Ikanik walking past you, holding these large wicker baskets full of groceries and goods, and Mad Max is walking alongside of them, and they're just chatting. You guys walk past each other, don't even give each other acknowledgement, keep on going.
I'll like nod my head as we're passing them.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how's it going?
it's going.
Sorry, am I with them right now? I thought they were walking towards...
No, you're
end.
still at the blood market. They were like going opposite directions, walking past each other. But Luke, can you feel the inspiration of Almadoon, and you have advantage from Rizzo.
Alright, Lucan's taking that as his removal of the blood market as a positive thing. So expect more of that.
Hmm.
Where you guys going?
We've got to go talk with the hanged ones to see if
You're
we
just
can...
gonna keep just walking because he's deep in thought still, unless somebody stops him.
We're just
What's
going
hanged
to
ones?
talk with the... Oh, the hanged ones are some of the people that helped us with the war.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well,
the ones that like to kill people and then drink their blood.
you're not even there, bro.
Yes, I am.
You're at the blood
Wait,
market.
you're at the blood market still.
I
the
thought
fuck out.
that's where you guys are
No.
talking. I just asked
No,
that. Sorry.
We passed the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're down by like 9-ish area.
Lucan's voice is a pigeon.
Yeah.
The booming voice of Lucan.
Yeah, we're just going to talk. The hanged ones are some of the sanguis who helped us fight against the, I guess, other sanguis.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you gonna talk about?
We have to just fix our relationship a little bit if we want their help in order for the next.
Cool. No, that's cool. I have a cook now. We'll probably see you at home. Bye.
Mad Max waves to you.
And then start walking away.
Walking
With the
away,
wicker basket.
Mad Max leans into Ikan Yuska. Do I need to have blood available for your large friend in the armor? He points towards Silas.
I was gonna ask, little buddy,
Yeah.
what are we even gonna cook?
For Silas?
Well, just for everybody.
Well, I don't know if you can cook blood. I've never cooked blood, and we didn't buy any blood, so I don't know what to do with that.
Hmm.
Do you think your garden friend could help us with that part?
I mean, I have to tell him a story anyway, so I guess I could ask him.
Okay. Max, can you figure out what we're cooking tonight? Don't worry about the blood. That's not. We don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely. For the amount of gold that you are paying, I will do my very best.
Ignik would lean over to Yuska as much as she can. She's like, I thought we were paying him silver.
I don't remember how much we agreed to pay him. I know we had more gold than silver, though.
No,
So I
but
think
Lucan said silver.
But we don't have a lot of silver, little buddy.
I don't understand Lucan's math either.
But I mean, we have a lot of gold, and 1 per week seems. I don't know.
It was 5 silver per
Enough.
5 silver a
Yeah.
week for
Put it down.
Yep.
2 gold a month.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's math though. Oof,
Was
too
it?
much.
I don't remember, little buddy.
We should ask Lucan when we get back.
Would he know? Did we go with his suggestion?
Yeah, we totally did, because Lucan's pretty smart. We phoned a friend.
Okay. That still doesn't answer my question. What are we even gonna cook for everybody?
We're not the cook, Yuska, not anymore.
Oh, that's
That
right.
is
But
Max.
I thought you wanted to help. I don't know.
Well, I'm a pretty good leader, but the great Ursus probably should not be in the kitchen for very long. I
Whatever-
got some training to
Whatever
do.
you say, little buddy. I'll
Mhm.
pat her on the head.
So you guys make your way. You're going to the stronghold, or you're going to find Lucan? You're going to the stronghold, right? With your
Yeah,
groceries.
we have food, yeah.
So Silas and Silvia, as you guys continue making your way through the city, down towards you get close to the hanged one's chapel, and you can see that the large demonic tree in the background covered in nooses, but currently no one is partaking in hanging. So that's a good sign. And you get to the coast, and now when you get to the coast, and it's lighter out, so you get a better vantage point, better view. It looks like at 14, no one seems to be coming in and out. The warehouse has been boarded shut, closed. There are no signs or anything that would depict what it maybe once was. It's just two very large warehouses. But you do see some movement at farther down the docks at 15, and there's a couple docks, or a couple of ships that are docked there. Very small ships, look like fishing boats. And then it looks, they look like sailors, but it's a mix of elf, true elf, a couple sanguis, and a couple of trollkin that are just taking stuff off the ships, walking them into the warehouse.
Yeah, I'd go into their chapel and talk to their leader, or attempt to talk.
So you walk in, the same guys that you saw two before are inside. When you walk up the steps, it's a couple stone steps that lead to a very ornate wooden door, and you can see the mark of El Terrell, the whip, and the hanged noose are ingrained in the door. When you open it up, almost like in an instant, they jump up and they all cram in close to the door. They don't say anything, they just kind of stop. There's 6 of these hanged ones with their large hoods that step in front of the door. And then as you can see behind them, making their way up, is the same true elf that you spoke to before. He works his way through this group. He gets to the front. Have you come to make amends?
We have a potential solution, and we'd like to run it by you guys to see if it would work for you guys as well.
Let's hear it.
There's a warehouse just down the road. From what I can tell, it is abandoned. And I'd like to propose that you guys use that instead of the old blood market. And we could put it all together, construct it, and help you construct it. And not only that, but at least it's a lot closer as well.
So you will allow us to take humans to this warehouse, drain them, and drink them.
It'll be a little bit different. You won't be killing them. You will be paying them, or somebody will be paying them in order for their blood.
We get first drink.
Yeah. If that's what you want.
This is agreeable.
I'm glad you agree. Once the second fight has happened, we will set it all up for you.
I can get more of my men, more of the city, to aid you, as we do have pool with the sanguis that remain here. But I want something for being slighted for this.
Such as?
I want your priest to hang from the tree behind me.
I'm sorry, but I can't have that.
He needs to learn and accept El Terrell for who he is and understand that he follows a false god.
Whether he follows a false god or not, that doesn't mean he has to be hung for it.
He's accepting El Terrell into his very being reborn as something greater. Just tell him, let him think it over. If he wishes to speak more on true deities, the Hanged Ones are here.
I will let him know, but I can almost guarantee you that it will not happen.
Yeah, those that walk in the light are cowardly.
And at that, I'd turn and walk out.
They close the door behind
We'll
you.
see you soon.
Come on, Luke, and you're already following Resmir's evil twin brother anyway.
No, it's just Resmir. Oh my lord.
And at that, I'd ask Silas if he has anything else to do, or else.
Well, we were on our way to your alchemist friend.
Oh yeah, we need to talk to that guy. I can't remember why now though.
Reverse polymorph potion.
Oh yes, that's right. I totally forgot we were doing that in the first place. Okay, yeah, we'll head to the alchemist.
Okay. Alright, swap it up here. Pull out Lucan. Put in Silas. So Silas and Silvia, the two of you make your way now north into the more populated human area of Nova Vasi. You come to the small little shack, go down into the basement, and you see Zaltek sitting there, books surrounding him, his long fingers slowly turning pages. The Sanguis looks up as the two of you step into his alchemist lair. I am very impressed with your victory yesterday.
Thank you. And thank you for all of your help as well.
I trust that the heart of the Balrog that beats on your chest was helpful.
It was. It came in very handy against some of those enemies that we've had.
Tell me, I before we speak, he turns one of his pages to a blank page and he picks up a quill and dips it. Have you had any side effects from the procedure?
Not that I have noticed.
Yeah, he gained a friend.
No, he gained a friend.
Oh, I did gain a friend, yes. His name's Benor. He says it's his master's heart.
You attracted a demonic being from the below because you have the heart of the Balrog? Amazing. He starts to scribble in his book. Is he loyal to you?
Very loyal, kind of scary, crazy loyal.
He starts more scribbles in his book. So why are the two of you here? He closes the book and he pushes it to the side. He leans forward with his long fingers rasping against each other.
We are in need of your services again. We need a reverse polymorph potion, if you have.
You want to reverse the effects of a polymorph?
Correct.
That is not something that I have on hand. I can create a dispel magic potion given some time. This is agreeable for the two of you. It will take time to brew, concoct, bottle, but it can be done.
What is the time frame?
Yeah.
He turns and he starts to push through some of the books on his table, and he opens one of the books up, starts to flip pages through. 4 days, 100 gold.
We could do that. It's Wright's house?
Yeah.
1 second. He starts to write on something on some paper, and he writes a contract up. 4 days, 100 gold for a dispel magic push, and he slides it across the table. He has 2 lines for you both to sign.
Do you need the gold before or after?
You could bring it on time of delivery.
Sounds good to me. And I would just gonna read it to make sure there's nothing and then if there isn't anything hidden, I'll sign it.
Make an investigation check. $23. So reading the contract, it looks good. You do pick up, because you rolled so high, that his handwriting in common has very infernal-like scripture, very jagged edges that depict infernal in common. You know how infernal has a very jagged and angry text? His common kind of duplicates that, but it's still written in common. But it looks fine.
Okay, I'd sign it.
He pushes the paper towards Silas.
Hmm. Can I ask him in Abyssal if there's anything in this contract that I should know?
He responds in Abyssal. No, just standard procedure.
I'll
Abyssal.
sign it then.
Do you speak Abyssal, Silvia?
Nope.
So you just hear Silas and Zatek go like as they talk to each other in a second, and then he signs it. I will see you in 4 days, and take care of that heart of yours.
I'm trying. I'm not eating anything spicy.
So as the two of you walk out of the alchemist shop, Luke and Eek and you guys, anything you want to do today before dinner time rolls around and you guys all meet back up?
I want to talk to Python if he's around.
Okay.
Or whatever the satyr's name was.
Jump to the stronghold. Let's see, so you guys have gone. Lenore. So as you walk in, you walk through the front gates of the stronghold. You can hear Vincent just kind of slowly moving around in his little stables, but you can also hear Paisen's playing the flute outside where you first met him by the garden. Mad Max walks in and is like looking around wide-eyed. This is your place? Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the kitchen is, go straight, turn left at the sign, turn left again. That's the kitchen.
You turn.
I'll find you a room.
What is that? And then you see Benor just staring at him wide-eyed.
Oh, he's Silvia's friend, servant?
I don't think he's alive.
Why is he carrying an oar?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Are we next to water, Yusuke?
Hey, that ore
there
does
is
a lot
water
of damage.
nearby.
There is,
They do have a harbor here of some sort.
but you were right. Maybe he is missing a boat.
I'm just gonna go quickly.
Can't say I've ever been sailing or anything. I don't know.
Yusuke, we need to find him a room. I could find a room. Maybe. Where do you think you'd like to sleep?
Next to Master.
Probably not the room next to Silvia. I don't know.
Is this room filled with beds?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we'll just put him in the extra room on the left side with all the beds because.
I mean, it is closest to the kitchen. So
Yes, it is. Yeah.
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Do you think Yarva Dwarf can live there too?
I mean, if there's room.
I mean, they could if you put beds together, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just push them together. We sleep on 3 beds, just like sprawled out. I don't know.
We might want to find better. I don't know, something suitable for him to use. Well, them. I can't say I know too many Ettins, so I don't know how to address either of them. But we should find suitable furniture for them.
I don't think I've ever known an Ettin. But I don't know what they eat either.
I think I've met one once, but that might have been during a dream. I don't remember, little buddy.
I don't. You know what? Maybe I'll go find a book and stuff.
That would be probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Lucan's here too. Maybe I'll find him and he'll help me.
So Benora's standing there just staring. You can hear Pazian playing. Mad Max is in the kitchen. You can hear some food being chopped now.
Yusuke will go drop off whatever groceries he's carrying, and then he'll walk out to Paizen.
Okay. You walk out. Paizen just slowly just rocking back and forth, playing his flute. He gives you a acknowledging nod as you walk out.
So, I wasn't sure if you have a moment. I guess I could tell you my life story.
Perfect. I've been waiting.
So, I wasn't exactly sure how to start a story like this. I'm not very experienced in telling such things, I guess. But I figured I'd at least start it like this. And Yuska will start explaining the story of Almadoon and creation as best as he can, or to what he knows, because it's the starting point, I guess.
Make a religion check or history check, your choice.
And he will attempt to do that until Paizen stops him.
Okay.
Religion or history?
Yeah. See how well you know the story. Okay. So as you start to explain some of creation to Paizen, he listens, and with the 6, he's very interested. But after telling the story, you get the sense that he knows, because he'll correct you in very nice ways, or when you forget something, he'll expand upon what you forgot. And through talking to him, he slowly teaches you basically the entire story of creation, the primal deities, tree of Amara, the fall of El Terrell. The two of you talk for probably a couple hours, and he just explains it, and you talk about it.
Once we get done with that, it's I guess I'll expand on my portion in all of this at another time.
I await our conversations, Yuska.
I hope that was a good starting point, though, but it seems you're more informed on the matter than I am.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe next time you tell me from when you started, when you were born.
I hadn't actually thought of starting from that point, but that does make sense. Thank you.
He gives you a slight chuckle. Well, I will be returning for dinner tonight. I hope your new cook knows what he's doing.
Well, I guess we're paying him a lot. I don't know. I can't say I've ever studied economics.
Money comes. As long as he's a good companion, give him a good wage.
I mean, we will certainly be fair to him. It's only the right thing to do.
He's going to have his work cut out for him once your Etten friend returns.
What do Ettins even eat?
Anything and everything that you put in front of them.
Ah, perfect. I guess we'll just have to make sure that there's plenty.
Worst case, you can ask him to leave nicely.
Well, I don't know. Eek's taken a liking to him, I think. Maybe. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe.
Maybe ask her and see what she thinks. Ettins are useful and dangerous.
No, it wouldn't hurt to have somebody who can watch the house while we're away.
You do have that very creepy undead without any eyelids inside.
Yeah, but I'm certain he's going to follow us wherever we go.
Yeah, loyalist.
I don't know. Those Sanguis types we have attract some very interesting characters.
They walk a dark path, unlike you and I think Ikanik as well. In fact, outside of the 3 of us, I'm not so sure who else is trustworthy, but I've not met everyone yet. I think I'll speak to...
I wonder what you would have to think about Lucan.
Yes.
Kavwa didn't seem to like him very much.
I would like to speak with him one day. He spent all his time hiding in his chapel, but I'm not a religious type. I'm not too fond of clerics.
Seems to be very single-minded. It's such a shame. There's so much nature to enjoy.
I agree. I always looked at clerics as nothing more than signposts. They point people the way, but they never walk the road themselves.
You know, he certainly puts up a good effort, I think.
As long as he walks the path that he preaches, we will get along very well.
I think he'd be good to have a conversation with Mr. Pison. I'll send him out here when he comes back, if you're still around.
Oh yes, I'll be here if you need help sleeping tonight. He
Oh,
shakes his flute.
You're the best.
I think I wanted to talk to Mad Max for a bit. I want to get to know these new companions that I'll be sharing a roof with. And to make sure he knows how to cook.
Well, Eek seems to think that he's very good. I think I'll stay out here for a little bit and tend to the garden.
He hops off his box and he gives you a very satyr bow. And he walks into Mad Max's thing, and as soon as he walks in, you can hear him go.
He's will attempt to copy him just to be nice.
Make a performance check.
Just to be courteous. I don't know. There you are.
Good. You it's not like a super graceful bow, but you bow and you don't stumble or anything. As soon as Pazian walks into the kitchen, you hear him go, "Oh, no, this instead." And you can hear something like a spice being grabbed off the spice rack.
And then I'll start tending to the garden because I don't think I've touched it yet today.
Okay. Plant some seeds. Econic's in the library. You want to do anything in there?
Yeah, I wanted to try to find a book about Ettins.
Okay, make an investigation.
Due to my literacy challenge, could I would prefer to make that with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, fine. Da-da-da-da. Searching in the 12. You spend about 45 minutes going through all of these books. You do find something titled Bestiary, and you start to flip through the pages.
Oh, I like that.
There's nothing on Ettins, but there is some passages about ogres and giants.
Do I find anything about Yetis?
There is stuff about Yetis.
I read it as much as I could understand.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. One, three.
There's a lot of words to sound out, and it takes time, but you start to read about Yetis and learn about how they follow a patriarch, how they usually live together in small little colonies, and how in some really remote areas, Yetis can evolve and become a little more intelligent than those that are closer to civilization and that are hunted. But if you keep the book, whenever you want to try to learn something about a Yeti or have a question about him, you can pull it out and search and see if you can find answers to it.
Yeah, I'm keeping the book. Then I would probably try to finding nothing. I would go to Vincent and I would take him out of the stable.
Okay.
I wouldn't know exactly where to put him, so I would lead him inside to this area. And I would just tell him, you can just hang out here in the daytime, and if you want to go back, you probably know where it is. So be free, Vincent.
I wonder why I'm moving it, but it's not showing up on the...
I just disconnected from Roll20. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay, maybe that's what it's doing. Maybe it's DCing. Yep, my
Oh, yeah.
connection. Yeah.
Yep, I just lost connection.
Okay.
Fucking Roll20.
That makes
Way to go,
sense.
Tyler. Made us all disconnect.
My bad.
Okay, Canada. Okay, but she'll let Vincent out. And then, because of the convenient location, she would go over and talk to Nora.
Okay. So you go over to the blacksmith?
Yep.
Nora Fireforge. You can see her working on some sort of armor for Silas, the one that you guys paid for. You picked armor first, didn't you? And then
Yeah.
Benora's items? Yeah. So she's working on this plate armor as you walk up. She looks up and wipes sweat off her forehead.
Right.
Having a good day?
Yeah, probably. Is your day good?
It's good to have work again. I spent some time here just making nails and tending to the grounds, but it's good to make armor and weapons.
I don't know how to make nails. Seems pretty good.
It's the one thing that people forget to make, people forget that they need.
I don't know the last time I've used a nail, but I mean, yeah, probably. You know, Lucan probably uses nails.
No, I don't
Anyway.
know which one that is.
It's the human.
Oh, the one with the strange-looking cat.
Yeah, no, that's apparently like a Resmir, Lord of Light sort of thing. But, yeah, I don't understand it. But yes, Lucan has a cat.
Haven't spoken to him, but he seems like a good man. I think it's slowly starting to come back.
Yeah.
It's like catching up now.
Vincent's taking a stroll. Yeah, no, Lucan's good. What is your name?
Name's Nora Fireforge.
Nora Fireforge. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm Unique.
It's good to meet you.
Thank you. Some people call me the Great Ursus. You don't have to. It's a work in progress. But I was wondering if you knew where I could go and buy a saddle. A large one.
I can make you one if you want me to.
Oh, that would be very pleasant, actually. It's for the Etten. Well, for me, for the Etten.
You want to put a saddle on Yarb and Dorth?
Yes. You've met them.
It's hard to miss them when they won't shut up. I could put a saddle on them if they
I
would have
find
let
their
me.
size a little more inconvenient than their voice, but that's probably because I'm small. No, please, yes, I would like to, take them into battle, maybe. Their sizes, like I talked about, a pretty good advantage. They're a little taller than Yusuke. But I don't need a saddle for Yusuke.
I think next time they come in, you need to have them come over here so I can get some measurements on their body.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. No, I'll do that. I think they're out hunting right now, but yeah.
Might also be a good idea to knock them out by any means. Get them to drink, put them to sleep. Much easier to measure beings like those, I suppose, if they can't move themselves.
Do they not like to be measured?
I don't know. I think with Ettins, one is usually smarter than the other, and one's usually very difficult to rein in. So whichever one controls the body is going to kind of show us how easy this will be.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know who drinks a lot in our group, but I'll figure out something. Maybe Max has an idea. He's our cook. We have a cook now. His name's Max.
Oh, it's good to hear.
Vincent's in the yard over there. Yep, he's a friend, not food. Yep.
Just tell your
It's
friends
fair.
next time not to try to burn bodies in my forge.
What?
That strange one without the eyelids, he brought the body and he burned it in the forge. Didn't say anything, he just walked up and dropped the body in.
Are you talking about Benor?
He carries an
Dead
oar.
one.
Benor
Yes,
carries
yes.
the oar.
Benor with the oar?
Don't know what he burned. I just saw it was a large body and tossed it in and caught fire, and he stared at me until it burned, and then he walked away.
Was it a body that was already in the castle keep?
I don't know. He
Like
just
a
came.
dead body?
He just came walking towards the forge when I looked up, and there he was, and the body was wrapped in a sheet and tossed it right in.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, that doesn't seem very good. Oh,
Yeah, just tell him this area
yeah.
off limits. My area right here.
Yeah, no, I mean, bodies, you know, they should probably be put back into the ground. Yeah, I'll go talk to him, I suppose.
Maybe take him with you. And she points to Vincent. He's just sitting
Well,
there
I
eating
don't,
grass.
Vincent likes the outdoors, so I think he's okay.
As long as he stays away and doesn't get burned by the embers that come off the anvil.
Vincent, you need to be careful, please. It's hot over here.
He's just eating grass, not even looking. Tails going back and forth.
Yeah, I think he got it. Yeah. I mean, if there's a problem, you should probably just talk to Yusuke, though.
That's the Ursus, the large one.
Yes. Well, he's the big Ursus. I'm the little Ursus. Duh, understand, I get it. It's fine.
This is an interesting group.
This is. Yes. Welcome, Nora. Nice to meet you. Okay, well, I should probably go talk to Lenore now. Okay, don't kill Vincent, please.
She bids you farewell. As you walk away, Vincent follows you.
Oh, hey, Vincent. Where are you going? I'm going inside. I gotta talk to a dead thing about a dead thing. I mean, I don't know if you can fit inside. You probably come inside with me. You know, you haven't been inside yet, so there's probably some room for you. At, like, the door over here.
He just walks in.
She pushes the stools underneath the table. Vincent, this could be like your room over here. I think that's just kind of where I'm putting, you know, creatures to sleep. If you find a bed, you can help yourself. I don't know if you can fit very well, but yeah. Benor, this is Vincent. Vincent, Benor.
Hello, Vincent. Brr.
Yes. Yes. Benor, I don't think we can burn bodies in the forge anymore. Okay.
He just stares at you.
Did you burn the body in the forge?
I only do what Master says.
Did Master tell you to burn the body in the forge?
No, but I did it out of goodwill because Benora is helpful.
Did the Master tell you to get rid of the body?
Yes.
Was the body already here? Like dead?
Master says not to speak of it.
And Silvia's master?
Master is master.
I don't know anyone named Master.
Should I address you as Lord of the Kitchen Ikanik, as it says on your mantelpiece? Yep.
Yes. Preferably Great Ursus is at the end, but
Lord of the Kitchen Ikanik, the Great Ursus, I speak to Master as Master.
Master what? Is it like that's the first name? What's the last name? Middle name?
His forehead like crumples a bit without his eyes closing because he has no eyelids, so he's just like, Master is master.
Okay. Well, who was it? Who was the dead body?
Benora cannot speak of it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fine. I'll go talk to Yusuke. Come on, Vincent. Let's go.
Vincent gets stuck here. He's putting his head through the door, but he's like,
Oh, Vincent. Okay. Well, okay. Just go back through the front doors and just hang a right around the building. I'll meet you outside, and you will be right there too. Oh, hey guys. Bye, guys. Hey, Yuska.
Hmm? What's up, little buddy?
I brought Vincent.
Oh, how you doing, Vincent? I will give him one of my few remaining rations that I haven't used.
he eats it.
I think he likes the sun. He went inside. I gave him a bed. I don't know. It's probably better than the outside, but
I think he might prefer the outside, though.
I think he should come and go as he pleases.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll prepare my spell for tomorrow. We can talk to him.
Oh, that'd be nice. Okay. So Benor burned a body because of Master, but I don't know who Master was. And I thought it was Silvia, but he's saying its name is Master. But I don't know Master. Do you know Master?
The answer to this is no, but does Yuska know anybody by the name of Master?
No. I was thinking about Vincent. No.
Well, he did just show up here.
Right. And he's been hanging out with Silvia, but Silvia's name is not Master, so.
But this was the Burgermeister's house.
Right. And that's why I
So-
thought there would be like a dead body.
Well, I mean, the Burgomaster was a very evil man.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he is Master, and there was something here.
I didn't ask him when he talked to Master about dealing with the body.
Well, I think the important thing is that whoever this Master person is, now that I guess we own or occupy, or I don't know, little buddy, but either way, we're here, and I guess that makes us the Masters now. But we shouldn't have to worry about the one from before.
Yeah, okay. But Nord's... Oh, I didn't even tell him. Nord doesn't want him burning bodies in the forge anymore. I gotta go back. Hold on.
Hold on. I would ask if there were more like other things that the Master would like cleaned up, so maybe we could, handle that more appropriately.
Oh, so Benor doesn't like burn stuff anymore?
Yeah, so I mean, whoever may have been slain by the Burgomaster or whatever other things he's keeping, I don't know. If we want to change things for good, we should handle them appropriately.
Yeah, like, bury them. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go back through the kitchen. Hi, guys. Bye, guys.
They're cutting stuff.
Hey, Benor.
Yes.
I forgot to tell you that Nora doesn't want you burning things in the forge anymore. Like bodies and other things.
Benor only listens to Master.
Right, but Master's not around anymore. I understand the Master could be Burgermeister. Kind of sounds similar. I understand now.
Master told Benor not to move from this spot, so Benor has now moved. Because Benor is listening to Master now.
What?
Master said stay put, so Benor is staying put right here. Till Master returns.
In that spot?
Yes.
When did Master say that?
This morning.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, probably bury things first instead of burning. Is Master alive?
As you guys are sitting there, Silas and Silvia, about this time, the two of you walk into the stronghold.
She asks, is Master alive?
Yes.
Mm.
Hello, Master.
I'll ignore him.
You don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, but I'm still gonna ignore him. I always ignore him. He's creepy.
Oh man, or woman. Oh hey guys.
Hey.
So Fenor, which one is Master?
He doesn't answer you. I only answer to Master.
Yes. Well, you said hello, Master. Silas, Silvia.
Yeah.
Is one of your name Master?
I mean, he keeps calling me master. I'm not sure why, but he does.
You should probably tell him your name is Silvia, but okay, yep, no, that's fine. Well, I gotta go talk to Yuska now, so, there, we have a quick, actually. Oh, hey guys, okay. Yuska.
What is it, little buddy?
Silvia is Master, and Silvia just came up, and that means Silvia's had to burn the body. But we don't know about the body. Well, Silvia didn't tell him to burn the body. Silvia told him to get rid of the body, but Bernard thought it would be a good idea to burn the body. That's not a good idea.
Maybe Silvia doesn't want us to be concerned if there were, maybe a straggler or two, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I was thinking this place probably had some dead bodies.
It could very well. I don't know. We should ask her about it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be done for a little bit.
Okay. So aside Sylvia, you guys walk in. Lucan, over at the blood market, you've spent big part of your day today removing the old utensils and stuff that they used to do it, and starting to clean it up. Is there anything else you want to do today before you came back to the stronghold?
Not a whole lot. He would probably get him and his guards to kind of walk around the city briefly and just like announce that when we win the next battle, there'll be like a celebration of Rezmir inside the new church, and saying that the church is now going to be where the blood market used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, probably spend like an hour or two doing that, and then he would meet back up at the manor.
Okay. For the most part, the people are excited to hear about the church, and when you're in the human side, people are ecstatic, and everyone is still kind of on that ecstasy from winning the battle the day before. You also notice that some of the Sanguis that have remained are not like being overly like excited, but you can see that they're acknowledging it, and they give you kind of like an approval almost. Except for when you get to the south of the city, and when you're down by the south spreading the news, it's mainly just stares.
So that's Hanged Man territory?
Yeah.
Alright.
No overly hostile stuff, but people, they just kind of stare at you. A lot of the darker elves down there just kind of just stare at you too, but at least 75% of the city is like happy that this is happening.
It's a good start. Yeah. It's only been a day.
Then you too would make your way into the stronghold shortly after Silas and Silvia both came in. And you can see you see Silas and Silvia walking through the front doors. You can see Vincent over by the garden with Yuska when you came in. And you can hear the hammer falls of Nora Fireforge as she's working on the armor. But the five of you are all back together in the stronghold, and it's late afternoon. The sun's now starting to set a bit as it's still fall, so it gets darker a little earlier.
What's Silvia doing right now?
Sylvia's just chilling on that stool.
Alright. Lucan's gonna walk up and chill next to you on the stool next to you.
It's crack-a-lack in my home.
Was that in character?
No, I'm just...
I was gonna say this demon heart's changing you.
Silvia throws up West Side. You're like, what? What is Infernal? Is this?
You've been out on the streets helping the people.
No, I'll just say, how's it going? Lucan.
Not doing too bad. How was the discussion with the hanged man? Is that all cleared up?
Yeah, it is actually all cleared up. It was a good suggestion to put them somewhere else. They're on the Sanguis side of town now.
Well, that is good.
Hopefully they'll stay there.
And what about draining humans for blood? Is that going to be at an end? As
They won't
per
be
our earlier agreement?
they won't be draining people for blood, but after this is all over, I've said that they could pay people for their blood. That way they can make a little bit of money, and the Hangwan and the Sanguis people that are still in the city could,
Well, if it's alright with you, I wouldn't mind having the Lantern Priests be in charge of that. I don't trust the Hanged Man enough, but I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue to donate that blood and have us supply it to them to ensure that the people donating are treated right.
If you guys
We'll
are
be
gonna
able to
the
deal
ones-
with those donations.
If you guys are going to be the ones paying for it, sure, and then sell it to them.
Yeah, if we're going to be getting donations and the Hanged Men are willing to pay for the blood, I'm sure it won't be an issue.
That works for me then. Oh, there was one other thing that they wanted to run by you. They want you to hang yourself in order
That's oddly
to get
aggressive.
some more support.
I'm hoping that you didn't, on my end, agree for that. I don't really plan on dying today.
No,
I'd rather my neck not be hung.
I told them that you would probably say no to that, but they offer more Sanguis support in the coming battle if you do it.
Well, Silvia, your intellect is always astounding. I can't believe that you managed to think that I wouldn't want to hang myself. That is almost impressive. You can assuredly tell them that won't be happening.
Sure, I'll let them know next time I see them. I knew that you'd say no anyways. I wouldn't do it either.
No, we draw the line at hearts. Speaking of, how is it doing?
Pretty good. I suppose. I don't feel much different.
Well, that is good. If there's any weirdness or aftermath, let me know. I might be able to help.
I'll let you know.
I'm
Thank
sure
you.
Resmir's healing would be able to help anything like that. I hope. Infernals is another matter, but...
I hope so too.
Tonight for dinner, we should discuss what we're going to be doing next. Planning the next couple of days. Speaking of that, actually, I should probably go to the kitchen. Supposedly, Ikanik has hired somebody, and I'm quite afraid of who is currently making us food.
Fair enough. Well, I haven't seen them, but they don't sound really annoying, so I know it's not Virgil.
That is good. Where would you have gotten the money to
You're a
buy?
monster, Silvia. Hashtag free Virgil.
We're gonna go find his soul at
Virgil
Bedoma.
placement. Oh.
He never had a soul.
Oh, that's funny.
We're gonna make him a soul.
Alright, yeah. So Lucan will head over to Mad Max.
When you walk into the kitchen, you can see Mad Max, who you've seen before, is being taught how to cook certain dishes by Pazian. And Mad Max is cutting up some carrots and some celery and lettuce. And Pazian is pointing to different spices and showing him how to properly spice this large stew that they're making.
Oh, I see that Ikanik has been able to get you to the manor safely.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. This place is amazing. I never would have thought.
Yes, it is quite something. I'm sure... Has Ikanik given you any lodgings? I'm sure the room just over there. will be more than enough for you.
Yeah, she showed me like a community bunk area that she told me I was free to stay in. But she also said Yarb and Dorth are going to be living in there too, which I don't know who that is, but they sounded interesting.
That's good to know. I'll have to talk about that to Eekneek. Well, either way, when it comes to your payments, we're still in agreements with the 5 silver.
Yeah, that's plenty. That's a perfect amount.
Oh, lovely. When it comes to payment for that, you can either head towards myself or Silvia.
Why you offer? I'm not in the room, but like out of character, why are you offering me up for this?
Because I already know that the two of them don't know the value of money. So I'm making sure it's heading that if he's getting his wages from somebody who understands what value is.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'll take 5 silver now to get me started, and he kind of holds out his hand as he's chopping carrots with the other hand.
Yeah, I'll hand off 5 silver.
He pockets it, and as he pockets it, he cuts himself. He's like, ah! You see Pazian reach over and put his hand on Mad Max's shoulder and heals the cut. You have to be careful, my friend Mad Max.
Yes, there's only one of us that like to eat blood, so I prefer to have my part of the stew clean of that. Thank you.
Do I need to drain myself to feed him, or I've never had to prepare blood for someone before.
I don't believe so. I think he's been dealing with that himself.
Okay, good. Nice.
From last I saw, he's been dealing it with animals.
Maybe I should ask him if he wants to drain something before I cook it.
That would be best.
Silas, when you walk by Sylvia's room, the door's open and there's a large leather bag on his bed. Which kind of throws you off, Silas, because you know Silvia always keeps his doors closed.
That's a leather bag, not a cat.
Oh, that's a cat, but there's a large leather bag now sitting on your bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just ignore it probably.
Okay. But Mad Max he's very happy he doesn't have to feed blood to Silas. And then when you're in there looking outside, you can hear Eek and Yusuke just chatting by the garden. You can hear loud moos coming from Vincent.
I will head into the backyard then, or the yard.
Little buddy.
Hmm.
Next time we go out and get groceries, I should ask Vincent tomorrow what he likes, what he prefers to eat. Get some seeds for that.
Yeah. You know, maybe Vincent wants a friend. Like, Vincent's all alone. And I think, we should ask him tomorrow. Vincent, do you want a friend to hang out with you sometimes? Like, not us?
Moo?
Yeah.
I don't think he understands the question. We'll have to ask him tomorrow, I think.
I don't want to interrupt you. This will be brief, but when it comes... Hello. When it comes to Mad Max's wages, both Silvia and myself will be dealing with that. Hello.
If we go out and get more seeds tomorrow, what type of vegetables would you like?
I will... You're the one of nature. I'm sure you'll know what is best.
I mean, it's not a matter of what's best. I mean, it's just...
Oh, I'm crying.
You're right there.
So slow.
It's just, what is your preference? If you could have any particular vegetables or anything that I can grow in this garden that we have, what could we get?
Well, my mother used to grow carrots mostly, so I suppose carrots.
I think I could find some carrots. I'm sorry to have interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh no, it's all fine. I interrupted you, so I suppose it's just interruptions after interruptions.
It's Echo.
Yeah, that's one of them. They're chasing each other right now. But no, I was just saying, when it comes to Mad Max, Silvia and myself will be doing the paying. if that
Okay.
is okay.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
figure.
okay.
We're from the city. We can deal with that. And I know you aren't all that
Do you
in
need our
tune
money?
with the. Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Well,
I mean, whatever's fair, Lucan.
But aside from that, everything is good. Our manor is. I saw you went for some groceries by the looks of it.
Yep, we got some
Everything is-
spices.
Everything is wonderful. Had you had a chance to talk to Paizen yet? He is very insightful. I had a very
Yes,
long
yes,
conversation with him about the creation of Erenel. It was
Oh.
enlightening.
Oh, that sounds
That
quite
sounds
amazing.
You see,
no,
I
I have
wanted
not.
to-
I've met him, but that's about it.
I wasn't sure that starting like my story from the beginning, at the creation of, as best as I understood it, of our plane of existence, would be a good starting point. But it turned out to be, probably the best starting point.
Oh,
I've learned a lot today.
That is a solid starting point. Myself, I probably would have started with the day that Resmir shines his light upon me, because really, if nothing else, that's the true moment that my life began.
but that's not the beginning.
That's the beginning for the life that matters. The one before that was nothing more than just
Oh, all lives
a
matter.
pre-beginning.
Hmm.
Hashtag.
I mean, that being said, Ikanik, my life has been Resmir for quite some time, basically from birth, so it's pretty close to the beginning.
I think you need to take a long walk in nature. Maybe Paizen can take us to the trance sometime.
I'd like
That would be
maybe.
exciting.
That sounds
Alrighty.
interesting.
You haven't been there yet, have you, little buddy?
Nope.
I'll see if I can convince him. We'll have to, find him, I don't know. We have a cook. What is Satyrs even like? We'll have to repay him someday. He's a very kind soul.
Oh, speaking of that, Lucan, so I don't know if you took the library, but I took a in the library. Can I have it? It's in my bag. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that lives here. You're free to take the books, just don't eat them.
What? Who eats books?
Oh, buddy, have
I
you
don't
been
know.
reading books?
I don't know who
Just
eats
make-
books.
you
Surely
need help-
nobody is.
There are
Surely
dead
nobody
bodies in
we
the castle
know.
too.
Oh, right.
If you need help reading them, let me know. I can
Okay.
assist you with that.
bodies?
I'm okay.
Well,
No,
he
we
is a
can't read the
cleric.
What
bodies.
bodies? I'm talking about books.
No, we're talking about bodies.
Why are you guys talking about bodies now? What?
Because there are dead bodies in the castle sometimes.
What? There was nothing here before.
Well, yeah,
What?
no, there was so that we we didn't
Ikanik,
live
this
here
is
all
not the
the
time
times.
for your stories. There's no bodies in the keep.
Well, now maybe there's not because they've been taken care of, but we didn't check the well. There's other places we didn't check, and Silvia probably already checked them, so she took care of them with Benor, and then she did it in the fire pit with Nora, and Nora was like, "No, don't do that." So then I had to talk to Benor and say, "You can't burn bodies anymore. You probably should really put them on the ground."
But Nora's been burning bodies? He's been here for a day, not even.
Yeah, no, Silvia.
How did you find that out?
Well, no, because Nora told me to tell him not to burn the bodies anymore. But I figured they were here before we came here because we didn't own the castle our whole lives. We just came here. And we did it.
Ikanik, I don't think there's been any bodies here. The only person that lived here is the burgomaster, and he's died at Ferran's. This place
Well-
should have been empty.
I mean,
There was
that
a
doesn't mean
body.
he could have had some horrible things he was doing here. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know
suppose,
really
but
anything
that
about
wouldn't.
Benor.
I mean, there's no reason for Sylvia not to tell us. Perhaps.
Yeah. Maybe Silvia.
Perhaps it wasn't a body.
No, Benor doesn't lie. I don't think he knows how to. He doesn't know the truth all the time, but that's okay. He's just a little slow.
All right, well, I'm gonna go. You guys have fun with your talk. Say hello to Vincent for me.
Okay,
I
yeah.
get out of there
let's
before I
go
get
to the
sucked
body.
into another conversation.
Be sure to talk to Paizen.
Box cutter fly says books are for reads, not eats.
Little buddy, I don't think he's going to talk to Paizo.
That's awesome.
No, Lucan's pretty smart. We should give him some time.
Well, I'm certain if there's an issue, he should let us know.
I guess I'm gonna go to
Paizo.
Silvia now.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to tending the garden.
Silas, you see Luca walk by with Echo, going towards Sylvia's room. Sylvia, you're in the room with Benor. Is your door closed?
Yes.
Okay. You would have had some time to look at that bag if you wanted to before you got there.
Yeah. I'll look through it.
So when you go up to this bag, it's a leather like satchel with a golden tire on the top. Very well made bag. And on the bag, there's a small little note that's tied to the bag, but the note is like closed with a candle clasp on it, so you have to like pop it open if you want to read it.
Am I able to identify what that is? Like what the insignia?
Insignia is the mark of Harlock from Erasmuron.
Oh, okay. I'll open it.
It says inside, as you open the letter, and then look in the bag. Inside the bag is 100 platinum pieces.
What?
And
Okay.
the letter says, "Thank you for your service, granddaughter."
What? My mind's kind of blown right now.
And then you hear as Luca knocks on your door.
Who's there? I'll stash the bag like underneath my bed.
Who else would it be? I'm the only one that would knock.
Okay, come in. What's up, Lucan?
What's this about a body?
Oh, yeah. There was a dead body in here. I just got Bernard to dispose of it when I.
So you casually found a dead body and didn't tell anyone else that there might be dead bodies in the keep. That doesn't.
I
What?
mean, I didn't.
And you burned it.
To be fair, I didn't tell him to burn it. I told him to bury it.
That's so funny. Shai's over here just cracking up next to me.
Sorry, yes. I told him to bury it, not burn it. But yes, there was a dead body in here. I didn't feel it necessary to tell everybody because
Do I
we
need
just
to even
moved it.
ask whose dead body it is?
Oh, I have no idea who it was.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, seriously, no, I don't know. They did have. Remember, they had that posting for this place was like haunted. Maybe the ghost killed that person or something. I don't know, or maybe that was the ghost's body.
You're claiming that the master suite had a ghost's dead body inside of it.
Maybe, I don't know. There was a dead body in here when I got here. What else do you want from me?
Resin here, protect me. This is insane. All right, well.
Roll deception and insight just because I'm curious to see what you guys would roll.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Rip.
He's definitely keeping something from you, but you're not sure what it is. Episode 16, the gang finds a body. Oh, that's great.
Oh, no, little buddy. This is awkward.
Oh man. So he's not giving off like large tells, but because you gotta know him so well that you pick up that his story is not all what it seems to be, because you rolled so much larger than his deception.
You know, Silvia, if there was like a housekeeper or like a maid in here and you killed them because they saw your skin or something, you're more than you don't have to hide that kind of stuff. I'd rather I know about these things so I can like be prepared for the next one.
I suppose that's fair, but no, there was no housekeeper or anything.
Then how else would a body that obviously didn't smell get into the house. That means it's fresh.
Well, you see, I kind of killed Zilri, and I needed to get rid of the body.
Are you for real? The first thing Lucan does is the door opens still to the room.
Yeah.
That depends if you opened or closed it or not.
I did not
Or
close it.
Okay.
So yeah, Lucan's gonna quickly close the door, and he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
I needed to kill it. I needed to kill her because we need.
You're the reason that she's disappeared. Is that you've murdered her. You know we needed her. Not only is it not okay to murder someone in your own house when they're a guest, that's definitely against a law. I know that for sure. But also, Zilri was on our side.
No. Well, yes and no. First of all, there's only 15 or 16 of the were-rats left, so it's not like we really need their army or what's left of them. But more importantly, we needed the sightless seer to stay on our side, and I needed to kill Zilri for the sightless seer.
I'm not going to get into the whole killing her thing. That I'm not even going to bother. I wish I didn't know it all. But you know that Zilri was related to that rat we found in the basement, who is also related to the giant snake that we found in the other room. We could have had help from them, but now that they're not tied to us, we're now down, sure, 15 were-rats, but so much more. And you now have Zilri's innocence on your conscience.
She wasn't innocent. She was trying to exterminate the entire Sanguis race, and I feel like she was still going to try and do that if we let her live. But furthermore...
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't, but I didn't trust her to not do it. But furthermore, Silas and I are working on a reverse polymorph potion for the for Miss Verand, so that we can return her to her state, so she could see her son, and then get the were-rats back on her.
Okay. I guess that'll work. This body situation, get your story straight, though. The others are starting to find out, and I'd rather not be the one to have to share that you've murdered one of our allies.
We found a body in here when we moved in. What's worse? What's?
So much more could be explained.
Like,
what did the body look like?
It was.
Who was it?
Elvin.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't let me know. I want to be surprised. The less I know, the better.
It was a were-rat.
Benor?
He should not talk anymore.
Benor, we said not to talk about that. You do not talk about this.
Sorry, Master.
Do it again, and you'll be punished.
I apologize, Master. I will never speak of it again.
Good.
Alright, well, I'm going to go now. Ikinik was saying that Nora doesn't want bodies in her forge anymore. I second that. If we were to use that to make items, I'd rather my items not be tainted with the dead. And I feel really bad about this because this is going... Rezmir's not going to look kindly on this, and this is going to backfire on you. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened for the sanity of the rest of our party.
Well, if it gets out, unfortunately it gets out, but I will try my best to conceal it.
If it gets out, you're on your own. I'm not covering for that.
I could kill the blacksmith.
Decided to kill her.
You're not killing the blacksmith.
Why does he have a voice?
I don't know.
You should work on that.
Benor, please stop talking unless I say that you can speak.
Alright, well I need to go talk
Master.
to Rezmir because this is too much for me. And then I'm gonna head over to the church in the manor.
Alright, so as you walk out, let's get that quick break in before we get anything else going. So we'll take a quick little 2-3 minute break, and then we'll be right back, chat. Just refreshing our drinks. We'll see you soon. Be right back.
I'm manipulative. I'll make you much.
I don't know where this aggression exactly came from, but this is, and I quote, "Bitch ass, broke ass, wimplock, go suck Resmir's peen." From Box Butterfly.
Oh, you don't know. That Justice Cat dick is mighty big.
But now there's a twin!
Addictor, Tuesday's Addictor. And he likes bells. One likes lanterns, one likes bells.
Does the bells have anything to do with the bell thing that we have that tells us when there are were creatures around?
Oh, the lichen chime now.
Like in Chime Theory. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I think Lucan has it.
Yeah. I was wondering if it was related to evil Resmi.
Addictor's bell was a gift from one of the new void elder gods named Yiggnachal, which is the spider queen with 1,000 eyes. And in Dying Embers, they just found out about Yiggnachal, and they're going with Ding Bang to kill it. Ding Bang's a super powerful druid now.
Oh boy.
What I miss? It's so funny.
I want to ask Mad Max to put a crawdad on the Barbie.
Box Cutterfly said, "Bitch ass, broke ass, wimplock, go suck Resmir's peen." That's what you missed. And then we were talking about the belled peen, the opposite of the light peen.
Howdy there, mate.
That's what you missed.
I missed a lot. And I'm glad for
Oh,
it.
and Ding Bang is gonna kill the really like bomb ass spider queen.
Oh, there's more evil void gods now besides Ma. One's called Yiggnachal, and she's a 1,000-eyed spider. And she implants eyes on people's brains to give them better insight.
That's kind of awesome, and I want to use that somehow at some point in another game.
So Dying Embers is trying to hunt her down, and they have to kill people and scoop out their brains to look for eyes. When they
That
kill
sounds
stuff.
very morbid. But I'd be so down for that.
So Lucan has just walked out of Silvia's room, and he goes into the chapel. It is getting a little late. About a half hour will pass if he wants to do anything in a half hour before Mad Max and Pazian will ring the dinner bell. Start to serve dinner in the main hall.
Yeah, before dinner, Lucan's just gonna pray to Resmir and guidance of how to respond to Zilri's death.
Okay.
I would ask Benora to stay in the room. Wait, does Benora need to eat?
No.
Probably not, right? I'd ask Benora to stay in the room, and then I would go talk to Mad Max, tell him that I don't eat, so he doesn't need to make any for me.
Oh, thanks for telling me. I heard I was supposed to feed an Etten, so I might have made a little more than I would originally make, but it's good to know.
That's okay, no worries. I haven't seen the Etten around today, so he might not even be here by the time dinner.
And then as you're talking to Mad Max as well, I guess we're ready to go. If you would round everybody up, we're going into the hall. So, and they start to carry food in.
I'll just yell, "Everybody come except Benora."
Mad Max and Pazian, they lay out bowls for those that are going to eat, and it's filled with stew. And then there's a large salad that they put down in the middle of the floor, or in the middle of the table, and there's carrots and cucumbers and all kinds of stuff that are chopped up inside it.
Oh. Was that like all the food we brought, and we had to go buy more tomorrow?
Oh no, there's plenty left. I made stew the first day because I wasn't sure how much and what an Etten would eat. And it's easiest to make large amounts of stew, so hopefully this will do.
Yeah, I don't actually know what they eat. I got stuck on the
Turn this grid off too. Shpink. There we go.
So clean, so fresh.
Free movement. Everyone goes around the tables and bowls are placed. Mad Max looks over at Silas. Do you need blood?
Nope. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Do you all mind if I eat with you? Or should I eat in my quarters?
No, you're with us.
He goes towards the end of the
Everyone
table.
is welcome at this table.
Uh-huh.
I guess except for Benor. That's very rude of your whatever he is, Silvia.
He doesn't eat. He's like me.
Why are you
And-
here then?
Well, you guys said you wanted to chat about our next moves, so that's why I'm here. Benor doesn't need to be here for that.
That's true.
I'm only interested in hunting down these druids in the forest, but we don't have the time right now.
So after they start talking, Lucan's gonna like awkwardly get up and walk towards the other half of the table that everyone else is at because he wants to be part of the conversation.
Silas at the head just by himself.
So, when does this tax thing happen?
I believe we have 6 days until we can see them, or at least till they're here.
I think the garden's in a good enough shape. We should start
Yes.
preparing the city.
Yes, I'm sure the garden will be safe where it is.
Well, it's not a matter of being safe. I mean, why have a garden if you don't tend to it? It's just like the rest of nature. It must be cared for.
Very true. Well, now
You
that
see-
that's been done,
You see, Lily, when you've been so blind in your faith, you need to branch out and explore a little bit.
isn't
You should talk to
the way-
Poison. He's very insightful.
Isn't the way I do things no different than the way you do things now? You've been so blind towards your faith of the forest that you haven't had the chance to explore the city and enjoy what it has to offer for you.
I've definitely healed in plenty of cities. I can't really say I've had very many conversations with people, though. I've traveled quite a bit. What was the last city we went to, little buddy? I don't remember. It was someplace down south.
I don't know if it was a city. It was kind of like a village with some people in it.
How's that any different from a city?
It was a small one.
That is true.
A small city.
Alright, but yes, so we need to look at getting people trained with the bow. Ikanik, would you be able to help them with that? I'm sure Silas or Silvia wouldn't mind the assistance on that.
Yeah, who needs to learn about the bow stuff? From the great Ursus.
Anyone who is able to pick up and willing to take one.
Oh, like not at this table?
Not at this table.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, no, I could, like when?
Over the next 6 days before we get attacked by flying bats.
That's a long time. Well, no, I could do it. Are they gonna have their own bow and arrows? Can Sylvia come with me? Sylvia does that stuff too.
Most likely they will be too large to use your bow, so they'll be needing others, yes.
That's good.
That's actually a good point. We'll probably have to get someone to make those. I suppose that's what
I'll
I'll
be
do tomorrow.
assisting as well.
Oh, either way, we will need supplies. And I guess probably more soldiers if they're going to be bringing in another army.
Has anyone talked to Anastasia? That's the spirit Naga.
Silas and I have.
not.
Oh. Well, has she, like, been freed?
She's able to leave her cave, but she's a little. How do I put this? Her son doesn't want to see her because she thinks she's a monster.
Oh.
So Silas and I are getting a reverse polymorph potion readied up for her, and it'll be ready in the next few days.
Have you tried praying?
No, but I'm also not going to do that.
I don't think praying dispels magic, little buddy.
Well, I mean, praying created echo. I get acorn sometimes. It does
I'm
a lot of
certain
stuff.
that's just.
I'd
You
like to
know,
make the distinction very clear. Echo is not relatable to an acorn. One is a gift from a god, and one is a god responding to you. It's very different.
But the acorn is a gift. No,
Yes.
it's not living.
Yes,
Well, it is living, but
they're different. That's the point.
yeah. Okay.
So yes, 6 days to get the city ready. Silvia, after this tax, you know Harlock. You know how the Nevermore Expanse works. How long until the next one?
Approximately 4 months. But if we defeat them here, then realistically there shouldn't be another one because these are the only people who do it really.
No, I don't mean the tax. I mean the military, the actual army. How long till they would get here?
Oh, out of character, how long would it take? Would I know that?
It would be almost a month and a half if they left like right after it happened, like the day after. It's about a 40-day walk from Razmaran to Novavasi.
Okay, then I would. It's about 40 days if they left immediately after.
All right. So assuming that Harlock won't know of this until days after, when he gets the message from his lack of cattle, that gives us enough time to help Yuska and Ikanik out. And then after that, we might be able to gather more troops.
We should have roughly, I would probably say about 2 months, give or take.
So that's enough time to go into the forest?
Oh yes, more than enough time.
Is that enough time to make the polymorph potion?
Yep, it only takes 4 days.
Oh. That's good. Okay.
Well, I think our focus for the moment should be to reinforce the city. I can use some of my druid spells to maybe create some difficult terrain in places. However, we want to shore up our defenses. I can prepare a list if you want me to do certain things with that. Otherwise, I can try to heal most of the injured as best as I can.
Yeah, wrong chat. But yeah, same thing. Silas, make a wisdom save.
Well, most of their units come from flying, so if you're able to make really tall trees.
Well, no, he has a point. If they even have a couple foot soldiers, if we could deal with the bats before the foot soldiers can reach the walls, that'll split their forces.
This is true.
I mean, I can shape Earth a little bit, so I can maybe create some places for the archers to be able to attack the whatever mounted bats, minimize as much damage as possible to them.
That sounds good. I myself, I'll be talking to the commoners, healing them, getting them ready, training them too. Hopefully we'll be able to take them.
But either way, we will need to have some part to play aside from just gathering supplies and preparing the people in the city. What is our plan of attack? Given our, I guess, unique capabilities, we should at least have a presence on the field, or...
Silvia, have you actually ever seen one of these taxes?
I'd like to say that I have. I'm saying this out of character. I'd like to say that I have out of all these 200 some odd years I've been alive.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've definitely seen one or two. Maybe
Are they someone that we could maybe, I guess, deal with ourselves?
Yeah, is there ever the leader of the group, the captain or the collector, whatever it is? Are they on foot? Are they on one of the bats? Because if we can get rid of them, I'm sure the rest of them will run.
So you
usually on one of the bats.
would know that they come. The Vitacalling priests come, and they usually don't bring a ton of people, but they have a very large carriage, and they have a like an entourage, like a protection, like bodyguards, which are the bat riders. Most of the time, though, they're not very, very large because usually people don't really mess with them unless they're on the road. When humans try to attack carriages on the road to like free loved ones, but usually the nobles will like. So like Ferran, if he was still here, he would be in charge of making sure that when the Vitacalling comes in, they're protected for the most part. But there's an entourage of bats that do come with them, but it's mainly just the priests that come in with some large carriages outfitted with shackles and like prison cells that take the people.
Do the bats land when they get? Do they land when they get to the city usually?
Yeah,
All right.
they kind of stay on the outside. They don't come into the city too much, and then they circle around, and then the same bat riders are the ones that will patrol and try to pick up loose ends, easy slaves on the roads.
Guys, I have a plan.
Sounds good to me. Let's hear it.
If you guys want to hear it, I think we should dress up, have our guards dress up in the Sanguis armor along the ramparts, so that they think that it's still the Sanguis that control the city. Then, when they're inside of the city and the bats have landed, we attack them by surprise.
I think that would be best if they don't know that we've taken the city. At least, I don't know. I can't say I'm good at tactics, but it would probably be best to catch them off guard.
This is really good. If we can get them into the city, we can set up nets to ensure the bats can't fly away, make sure no one escapes in order to spread word that something's gone wrong. That gives us an extra couple days at least.
Can probably help create nets.
If we can keep them bottled up, at least initially, I can unleash some of nature's power on them.
Well, we can wait for them to land, and as soon as they land, you could use your roots and stuff to keep them down.
Well, let's
There's
before
a
that.
harbor. I can maybe try a tidal wave. I've never used something
Before we
like
do
that.
any of that, we should have Silvia talk to them first. As soon as that rapport is made, their guard might drop down even lower. As soon as they're talking to someone in charge.
But Silas knows more about the guard, doesn't he? And she'll like lean across the table.
Easily could be Silas.
I think
we
Silas
could-
should do it. If they recognize
We
who
could-
I am, then the whole thing will be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could claim that the common folk attempted to revolt, which is why a lot of our soldiers are in battered armor. Since any armor we can find will not be in pristine condition.
This
We
is
could
true.
explain also why Silas is the one talking. Frand could have been hurt in the fight.
What about the armories? Have we not checked those? I mean, I'm certain that most of it has been used, but at least for, a decent showing, we can utilize as much as what's left.
No, of course. It's just to explain the fact that some of them will be damaged. We don't want to tip them off before we want to.
I think it's a good idea.
Either way, I think we should maintain as much of the advantage as we can. I don't think we want to masquerade for very long. Because
Even if it's just
especially when they first arrived, I mean, they'll be more bunched up and easier to at least assail. But
this is true.
especially I don't know, for the bat riders, once they land or feel somewhat secure, I mean, that should be our time to strike. Any more time than that, then once any suspicion is aroused, we lose that surprise. And if we let them into the city, that's to our own disadvantage.
Yeah.
But if
If
we
we
let
have-
them into the city, we can surround them as soon as they come in.
I think that would be
We
best.
should definitely let them in. Myself and my the few lantern priests that I have will set up a false market where they would be like similar to the ones that they would use to actually collect them. We'll get some volunteers to make it look like there's already people collected.
The other druids in the woods might be able to do what Yuska can do.
We don't have the time, though. And I don't think that they would join our side.
Yeah.
I think that's a whole other problem we will have to deal with.
Okay.
Especially if they're propagating the blight that I'm here to cure. I feel
Oh.
like if we don't deal with them soon after, they will become a problem.
Yeah. Hey, Silvia.
Yeah.
Who's making the polymorph potion? Are you guys doing it here?
Yeah, we have the alchemist that we know. He's making it for us.
What?
You've made another deal with him?
Yeah, it was only cost us 100 gold in order to get the potion.
You know about him? Lucan? Does everyone
Yes,
know
Giles.
this alchemist guy?
Giles told all of
I
us
can't
about
say
him.
I've met the alchemist.
I
I
don't
went.
think I was
I
paying
went
attention.
with. You probably weren't. I went with Silvia in order to help the transplants.
Well, can I go sometime?
I don't see why not.
Because I feel like there's some things I would like to buy.
Just be cautious. Depending on what you want to buy, it's might be worth more than you're willing to give.
Could you go with us, Lucan? And she would look at Yuska.
I suppose if we have time, why not?
It won't be a long stop, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Great. I think Lucan is really good at negotiating money, and Yuska, maybe you and I can get the wares. So
I did want to grab some
Yeah.
potions too. So
right, yeah, I have so many questions asked. I'm gonna go grab all of my kits, the flasks that I have, and I have one
especially if
bottle.
Luke was there. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Sylvia,
say-
are you
Right.
sure you wouldn't mind going? I might be busy talking with
Oh.
commoners a lot over the next 6 days.
Well, if
Um,
Sylvia's gonna go, then Silas should go too. Silas, have you been to the alchemist?
I was there, yes.
What? Has everyone gone but me?
I haven't, little buddy.
I've been so interested in these potion stuff. I have a room. Has no one gone in my room?
You've never asked for us to take you.
This is true.
Actually, I haven't seen your room, little buddy.
I just assumed your room was like everyone else's.
Well, it's not. But I don't think it's ready yet. And
All right.
you've been sleeping outside, so I haven't been able to ask you.
Well, honestly, I don't really like sleeping indoors, personally.
Yeah.
Eek, you're not growing any acorns in the house, are you?
No, they're outside. I only planted one.
Okay. I just want to make sure that your bedroom is not just another garden, but inside the house.
That's a
never
good
No
Yeah.
ideas, that's not
idea.
happening.
Yeah, we could just make a little corner with that little garden and bring in some soil. Put it down,
Why did I
water
even
it maybe.
bring it up?
But it doesn't have any
I-
sunlight. We have to create a window.
I agree, Lucan. Growing acorns in, a structure like this might not be a good idea. But I'm certain there are some things we could probably plant
It
around.
takes a
here.
while for a tree to grow, though.
Well, that's an interesting thought, little
Yeah.
buddy. I'll think more on that.
Do you think we can talk to it and then move it around the building, maybe? We plant it in a corner? We can create a window and then maybe go around the window outside.
Next time I'm in the trance, I'll see if I can find some plants like that.
Yeah, maybe Puzzle.
Something friendly.
Do you know anything about this? Puzzle?
Yes, but I don't know if you want to go into the transfer this kind of thing. It might get a little extreme.
I agree, and to add on to that, I think anything that grows should be outside of the house. There's
I
more
think
than enough.
Elvira would probably disagree with you, but that's fine.
Pazian stands up
Well.
and he like looks around strangely for a second. Like he heard something. Did you hear something?
Did we hear something?
Yuska heard something?
What's your passive again, Yuska?
Oh, jeez.
Third?
20, 21?
22.
22?
You literally have twice the passive perception.
Observant. It's so broken.
With a 22? No, he didn't hear anything.
Damn.
And Pazian sits back
Dang.
down and looks. Must be the wind.
What does it sound like?
It's like a very soft footstep.
Do you think someone's at the door?
No, it came from. And he points at Silas. Over there.
Alice, did you move?
Probably nothing.
Did you hear anything, Silas? Silas?
Nope.
Okay.
Yuska will stand up and he'll just kind of walk over, and I'll actually like listen for a second.
Okay.
Well, more than like a couple seconds.
About now. So
Yeah,
you
it's working out.
you walk over there, you good, and get close to Silas, and you just kind of pause and listen. No, it's quiet.
It's probably nothing.
I'll go
Silas,
back
do you
and
want to
sit
come
where I
with
was.
us over here? Silas?
Hmm?
Do you want to come over to this end of the table?
I'm alright.
But you're all alone.
I'm alright.
Mad Max clears the plates and takes the food away.
Okay.
So for the rest of the night, if you guys want to do anything, we can jump to the next day. Some long rests. Get your spells and your health if you used anything.
It will allow everyone to see her place. Her room that is now just a floor with pillows and blankets.
So that's what you used all the pillows for, little buddy.
Yeah.
It looks comfy.
It's very soft. And you can just roll around, and I have some stuff over here. She points it. And it's really close to the bathroom, so I just have to like go to the bathroom, and I don't have to go outside.
It's homey. I like it.
Yep, I think I need another window though. But it's okay.
I'm certain we can. I guess you would hire somebody, or somebody can probably add in another window.
Can we make a window? We can't just make it.
I mean, I suppose we could do it.
Yeah.
But I guess in a city you're supposed to hire somebody. I mean, we hired a cook. I don't know. These societies are so weird and foreign to me.
I don't understand either.
I guess we could maybe ask Lucan about that. He would probably know.
Lucan's just so smart.
I
T-shirt, looking just so smart. They live in a society. What's up, Glorious?
I don't know about him being as smart as he might claim, but he is insightful.
Yeah, it really is.
Which I guess is, some form of intelligence.
What a true Earths make a nest.
This one sleeps outside. He doesn't make a nest.
But yeah, so while they're doing that, Lucan will be in the whatever room this is, and he's gonna be finishing up that book he was working on the day before, as well as making an almost contract-like document, which I will explain later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So night comes. You guys take your long rests. When you wake up early in the morning, the sound of a slight drizzle is overhead as it's a little bit of a rain this morning. But the 5 of you come to the next day.
I don't think that bothers me. Oh, when I go to sleep out there, it might bother some people, but casting that.
Oh yeah. It's very peaceful for you. Nothing you're not used to. Vincent does make his way back to the stable though to get out of the rain.
You cast a 6th level spell?
No, it's my class feature.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
your guys' campfire site. Like if you ever campsite anymore, you basically don't see anything. Nothing that will ever find you when he uses that. As high as the
we can
camp.
see extremely, especially me because it's another. We can see very well outside the sphere, but it's transparent to everybody else.
That's so good.
It's like outside encounters are gone now. It's all over. But the next day comes. The 5 of you wake up.
Suddenly, everything in the north has true sight.
A new day comes, but as you guys wake up, there's a knock on your door.
I'd be already in the dining hall, so I'll go and answer it.
One of the Silasir elven veterans is at the door. And he says, I need all of you to come with me immediately. There's something you need to see outside the walls.
Alright, I'll ground everybody up and I'll follow you. At that, I'd go wake everybody up. Everybody, we gotta go. Let's go.
He,
It works.
so he takes the 5 of you to the east of the city, towards the eastern walls. And as he takes you to the eastern walls, he takes you outside. And outside, maybe 2 miles from where you are, you can just see on the blip far out on top of the hill is one figure standing there. Very
Like,
low.
are they like
Just one person. He's very large from this vantage point. It's hard to like fully make him out, but he looks like a very large person, bigger than Yuska.
Does he have 2 heads?
He has 1 head.
Okay.
Humanoid, just standing there, just staring at the city. And then the Silasir elf says, he's been here all morning, not moving, just staring. He appeared out of nowhere, almost like in an instant. We've been watching the walls vigilantly, and he was just there.
Can you send a small scouting party ahead to see who it is?
Wait.
Can
Yusuke
I-
can message.
How far away is he?
About 1.5 miles, 2 miles. He's like almost in the. It's hard to. You can't really make out like details of him, but you can just see like a silhouette of his being standing there.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can get enough details where I feel like I could possibly do ascending
Sure.
to him?
Yeah. He is very tall. He has long white hair and a very long white beard. He wears
Shit, I know who it is.
like plate.
It's your dad. Just kidding, I don't know.
Besides that, he just looks like a very big Sanguis guy. Gandalf.
I'll mention all that to Silvia. I think I have enough details where I could probably try sending him a message.
I have a strange feeling that might be my grandfather.
You have no idea. You didn't roll that 18 perception. Sit your ass down.
Well, he explained it to me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
I'm
there.
going to sit my ass. It's
I obviously can't know for
Little
sure.
buddy, let us
Hold
handle
on.
this.
Are you claiming that that thing down there, that's Harlock himself?
Quite potentially.
Well, I
Isn't
don't
he
I
like
think
received-
a
he
normal
has-
person's height? Like 6 foot tall? How is he that big? He's a
Well-
sanguis, or giant.
He's a sanguis, but he is also Harlock.
How tall is he? That's insane. Are you sure that's him? Not something else?
Not
Is
100%
it
sure.
possible that Ikinik's friends lost one of their heads on the way back?
I doubt that. The reason I say that is because I received this letter the other day. And it's from him.
You have a great way of not telling us things until it's almost too late. Did you know that, Silvia?
Yeah,
I could almost
Did this
write an
letter
entire
say?
book explaining the amount of things that you leave out.
It's partying, Silvia.
Somebody should clip that. Ikinik will remember this. Rage.
Well, bickering aside, what did this letter say?
I'll read it to them. I don't know if you guys were listening when he was reading it to me.
All it says is, thank you for your service, granddaughter. You tell him there's money inside?
No.
Okay. It just says, thank you for your service,
I mean, you
granddaughter.
could tell Yuska and he could just be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how much 100 platinum is actually worth.
About 100 gold.
I mean, I do, but Yuska doesn't. But either way, so I thought you were against him. So why would he be outside? Why would he be that far outside the walls, giving you that?
Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe he was trying to get rid of Fernand, or maybe we killed somebody in that fight where he was trying to get rid of them because they were a spy or something.
Or maybe you're the spy, and this is your weird way of making sure that we don't think you're a double agent working for your grandfather, who is now
Do we-
potentially within danger's reach.
If he's here, do
Does
we
it-
really need to worry about the tax collectors, or are we facing something greater?
I'll turn to Luca and be like, does it look like I forgive him for what he's done to me? And then I'll respond to Yusuke saying, if it is him, we have much, much greater threat here than we anticipated.
I'm sorry. I thought Silas did this to you.
Yes, but under Harlock's orders.
I understand.
And it wasn't just him. There were others.
That told Silas to do this? Silas? Did you know any orders?
Sorry, I should clarify that. There were others that also did this to me, not just Silas.
Okay.
Well then, Silvia, do we need to alarm the city and get ready for a fight?
We should be definitely ready for a fight, because I do not know what is coming.
Today?
Well, we can
No
ask.
one's even trained.
We could still continue training people, just maybe up the guard a little bit.
He knows we're here, and we know he's there, clearly. He's not trying to hide himself. If you give me a little bit more detail into him, I can send this message. Maybe we can find something. Maybe he... I don't know. I can't say that I know your grandfather, but clearly he's trying to send a message in what he's currently doing. Why don't we just ask him directly?
We could. What's the worst that can happen? We die now, or we die later.
Well, right now, the worst that can happen is he can ignore us.
That too. I'll describe him as best I can to you.
Okay.
Lower that DC. Alright, I will... give me 25 words that you want to say to him, and I will use sending to send that.
Okay.
Try not to use all of them so you can potentially... He can say something and you can respond as well. Because we can do that, right?
Grandfather. Is that how that works?
I'll give it to you. It's fine. Makes it interesting.
grandfather, is that you?
That's from Yuska.
Well,
Signed, Silvia.
Grandfather Harlock.
If that's all he's saying, I'll preface it with, this is Yuska speaking for Silvia.
Is that you, grandfather? Well, I'll try not to use all the words.
Good morning, Yuska. Yes, I am Harlock, and I would like to see my granddaughter this evening for dinner.
We're so fucked.
Hold on. May I
Okay,
join
where's-
you in your home tonight?
I
What do you
mean,
want?
he already apparently let himself in, so I don't think we really have much of a choice.
He also sounds very respectful in this message.
Yes, I don't really think we can say no.
It's either we have the entire Sanguis army at our doors very, very, very soon, plus him, or we risk it, I guess.
I just want to know how he got here so fast.
I
He
mean, I
doesn't-
thought he was only like 6 feet tall, but I was wrong with that, so maybe he can fly. Or
Well,
teleport, or...
He is the one that is closest to the Scarlet Walker, after all.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
She is the deity. She is Elturel's wife.
Oh. Okay.
He stands there, he kind of just staring, waiting for a response.
Well, party, shall we invite him?
Does he eat?
He drinks blood, and lots of it.
Ugh.
Well, I'm sure we can probably grab some of that blood from Ferran's house.
I also think it highly... Wow, I forgot what I was going to say there. I also think it's highly important that no other Sanguis see him enter,
What about Silas?
aside from Silas.
I think we should extend that to the entire city. I don't know how the commoners or even the hanged would take to Harlock himself being in the city.
Well,
That's
I'm
fair.
certain he will make his presence known no matter what we do.
That's fair.
So,
Well, I still have one vial left of Zilri's serum if we want to try and poison him.
Is he vulnerable to silver?
He still is a Sanguis, right, Bruce?
Hmm.
So he'd be
not
vulnerable to silver.
to,
Okay.
He's just like
So-
super
not-
powerful.
not to,
It's called Rise of Harlock. Like.
Think of like
not to,
Strahd, basically.
Mm.
not to, put a damper on any plans, but are we even capable? Would that even be capable of harming a creature like him? I mean, granted, we have gained tremendous strides in our own power through our actions and whatever deities we're patroned by, or that we patron, or
Well,
such
I don't.
things always confuse me. Either way, are we even capable?
Well,
Or
I don't
let's-
know about everyone else here. I say as I look like right
Assassinate
at
him.
Silvia. When we invite someone into our house, we respect them, and they will respect us back. That's common.
Yeah.
He has
Given-
never respected me a day in his life.
But you can be better than him, because you are better than him. He's a bad guy, and you're a good person, Sylvia.
If you say so.
Yeah.
Good guy or not, Silvia, I don't think this is in our best interest in fighting Harlock already.
We don't need to fight him if he's already dead from the poison.
I don't think the poison will work.
I'm
He's
inclined to
probably
agree
really
with you.
smart.
I mean, I can't claim to have any knowledge in such things, but if he's one of the original Sanguis and he's lived this long, and if he is as revered by these people as you claim him to be, maybe against someone like Ferrand, but not him.
Fair enough.
Do we know, Sylvia, if the potion that you have from Zilri that kills Sanguis, I thought humans have to ingest it first. You can't just put it in blood.
Yeah, well, you give him a live person if we do that.
What? No, but that's not very good.
That's if we were gonna do that, but we're
We
not gonna.
won't have a live person in our manor for him to
No.
drink to his heart's content. That's not happening.
Poor
No,
Max.
that's bad.
No, Max, don't die.
No, fuck yeah, it's all
No.
I already lost my
I actually like Max. So I'm not gonna.
way to be racist. Just because he's human and like
Split the
you.
party on episode 16, the death of Max.
Yuska, you get ascending from Harlock.
Oh, she is.
My patience does not last forever, my friend. May I have an answer?
He wants an answer now.
Are we inviting him then?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, make sure he promises not to hurt anybody. He has to promise.
Sure.
We will invite you to the home of the Brewmaster on behalf of Silvia and the Ghosty ones, on the condition that no one is harmed and that this is all peaceful.
Or Vincent.
Hmm? I already sent the message.
Oh no! Vincent is not a person.
You think about it. Hold on.
And besides, he can just cast these spells. I don't know if I want to fight him quite yet.
He's level 20. We do not want to fight him.
At least.
The Rise of Harlock.
At
This is where
least
it
level
begins.
20.
Session 16.
At a minimum.
He says, murder is not about lust. It is not about violence. It is about respect. So as respect is shown, respect will be given.
I think that's agreeable. We will look forward to you arriving tonight.
You see the figure just explode into like 1,000 batches, and then the batches, and then they just fly off into the distance.
He is strong. Wow. I
Well,
can't do that.
Well,
This is a
whatever
good-
plans we had today, I guess we should be preparing for his arrival.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go talk to the alchemist, like, stat.
I guess it's still early, and dinner is typically at night. Do you guys? What time do we have dinner? He didn't give
When
us a
the
time.
sun sets.
I just want to say, everybody, it's been a fun campaign, but we're all gonna die next
Shut
session.
the fuck up. No, we're not. Yukinika's not going to die.
So depending on how you want to spend the half hour, 45 minutes, or you can prepare for Harlock, or you can jump to meeting Harlock, however you guys want to do it.
Yukinik is going to the alchemist, but she has no idea how to get there. Hopefully she goes with the
we should
party.
definitely go see the alchemist because I don't know how much all this gold is worth, but we probably should spend it now.
Okay.
I'm so excited. I've waited so many sessions.
All 5 to Zaltek? Or how many you want to split off?
Oh,
At least
yeah,
one
no,
of us should go with them, so it'll probably just be the 3 of us, unless the other 2 want to join.
I thought Well, Ikanik invited everybody.
I'm certain
Okay.
Silvia and Silas are gonna go want to prepare.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at the stronghold.
Are you gonna be with us, Silas?
Nope, I'm sticking around here.
No.
So
God damn
the
it.
five of you depart the hill next to Novavasi's gate, walking through the rain, making your way
I'm just making it known that Yuska's eyes are like very open now.
You make your way into Zaltek's alchemist shop, and as you walk in, he is in his familiar pose, surrounded by books, with his long fingers rasping against each other. And as you walk in, he closes his book and sits up. I feel like I see you, one of you, every day now. This is a very, very good treat. How are you?
Hmm.
Oh, very fine. Thank you, sir.
You
I'm
have
doing quite well.
you've brought newcomers into my midst, Lucan.
I have. The small one here would like to do some shopping, and I'm here to make sure they don't spend too much.
The Guardian. What can I get for you?
Unfortunately, yes.
I am Lord Ikanik, ruler of the kitchen. The first writer who might you be?
Items out tech. The hidden.
Ah,
Master of the Shadows.
yes. Is that it?
That is all I wish to reveal. For you give me 2, I give you 2.
Well, I could give you more.
Well then, by all means.
Secret Avis. Your turn.
Potion Master.
Okay.
On that note,
Ghosty
how
one.
many potions do you have?
I could do this in 2 ways. I have a few on reserve, and I can also brew what you need, if given the
Whatever
time.
you have at the current moment would be great.
You looking for a potion of healing? Or a potion of greater healing?
Just whatever he has.
So you can get potions of healing for 50 gold, and you can get potions of greater healing for 150 gold. He has 2 potions of greater, and he has unlimited potions of healing.
I will get the 2 greater, and I will get it's 50 per regular, so I'll get 6 healing. It's 600 gold.
It's 50 per normal health potion?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab 3 of them then.
You guys planned a die next session or something?
No, there's only like, a dude coming to our house.
He doesn't get up to give you the potions. He snaps his finger, and you see his mage hands are like floating the potions to you guys.
And just for the sake of expediency, I'll put the 600 gold.
Yuska, I would like one as well, please.
Yeah, you get half of what I just bought. These are for us.
Oh, great! Ikanik is very critical. She has a very, studious eye about herself.
I don't
That's
know.
1 greater healing and a 3 regular for you.
Okay.
I-
One greater, 3 greater.
I'm not sure if this is something that you would be interested in, but I do have a possession of a new magical item, though it is not anything of great significance, but because you're purchasing so much, it seems proper to at least show this to you in case you wish to purchase it.
What is it?
He shows you these very well-made ornate gloves, and they're the gloves of missile snaring. So what they do is they meld into your hands, and when someone shoots a range attack at you like a crossbow bolt, you can use a reaction to catch it and reduce the damage of it.
Would you be interested in something like this, little buddy?
I tend to get hit in the face often. Then I get shot at.
1,500 gold.
Well, hold on a minute. We haven't talked yet.
I'm listening.
You can't just sell things to my friend without talking to me first. I have questions.
Yes, master of the things.
Lord of the kitchen, thank you.
Yes.
Yes. So I have brought some things to you. I was hoping you could take a look at.
You wish to barter? Please, let me see.
Well, maybe. So I have these, and she pulls out of her bag 1 alchemy kit, 2 oil flasks, and a wild magic potion, and 4 hellhound teeth.
The wild magic potion and the hellhound teeth are of interest to me. The others you can keep for yourself.
Well, how do I put them together?
Why would you want to put them together?
I don't know. I don't know how to put things together because so Ziegler has a potion where she can kill Sanguis, and it goes through the blood of the humans, and then the Sanguis
Wait.
Huh?
Do not speak of that out loud here. I know what you say, but shh. This is the
Alright,
Nevermore
well,
Expanse. There are always someone listening. Just be quiet. I know what you speak of. Those things that you possess do not equal that. And
I don't know how to make that. Like the that is great because it is super evil. But like, how do I make something that is that powerful?
I do not know how to make that precise concoction either, but I do know of a very powerful alchemist named Ziegler. A well-rat who may know.
Ziegler. Yeah.
Well, if you speak to her and find her recipes, I'm sure you could make it.
Well, yeah, I know her cook too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll talk. Oh no, I don't know. I know Ziegler. I'll talk.
Give me the wild magic potion, the 4 hellhound teeth, and I will deduct 300 gold from the gloves.
Well,
don't
do you
think
have
we have
like
enough
anything
even with
else? I mean, the hellhound was really scary.
I'm sure it was. That's why I give you a prime cost for your hellhound teeth.
But, Yuska, do you want these gloves? They look pretty nice.
I don't really have a need for gloves like that on, to be honest.
We need something else, and perhaps, maybe you could teach me how to make some stuff with this alchemy kit that I put together in Ziegler's lab with her premium items.
I am not one to take apprentices.
Has anyone asked before?
Yes.
Oh. Well, we kind of... Whatever. Sure.
I'm sure you'll find someone willing to teach you. Unfortunately, I don't like people.
I'm not people.
What are you?
Little buddy, I think technically all races are people.
Oh, you don't mean human?
Yeah,
Or
not
sanguine?
necessarily.
Humanoid?
Not necessarily.
No.
I think that's what I mean, little buddy.
Okay, never mind.
This music's so good.
Okay, well, hold on. Before I give you this wild magic potion, can you teach me how to make a wild magic potion?
No, I can't.
Can you teach me anything?
You cannot jump right in from alchemy to wild magic potions. That is quite a leap for a novice.
So I feel like it's the same thing.
To brew a wild magic potion takes much skill, or you may kill yourself. You must start at the beginning. You must brew potions of climbing, potions of heroism, potions of healing. Do you want to wake up one day without a face?
Not really. Okay. Well, can
Kinda
I
shrugs.
buy a book?
A book of recipes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be procured. And he goes like this, and a book flies off the shelf, floats over towards you. And it says the basics of alchemy on the front.
What?
2 gold.
Do you have a book on Yetis? Like a better book than this one? And like, she shows him
Why
the
do you need a
intro
book
to
on
Bestiary.
Yetis?
Shh, shh. called?
You don't even know a Yeti.
I know Yetis, okay?
He-
I know Yetis. I have this necklace, and she like shows her necklace. It has a Yeti too.
He looks at the necklace. You want to sell that?
Nope. Well, why?
A book comes flying over to you.
It is a Yeti horn tip.
I just like to procure strange things, but here, and this book floats over towards you, and it says Beasts of the Northlands.
Oh. Well, I should probably keep this one, but I will send one your way if I get another one.
2 gold for the Alchemist book. You can have the book of the Beasts of the Northlands for the amount of purchases you've made as a collective today.
Okay, well, what if I throw in this book? And she gives him the Intro to Bestiary for what if beast stuff.
I'm afraid I already have this book, and he turns and he points to his bookshelf.
Well, I mean, do you have 2 copies?
But I'm only one.
But there are more people in your place, like now.
Are any of the 2 of you interested in a book of beasts?
No, I already have one back at my keep.
See?
I thought this was the one.
Yes, I know.
But do you want it? Do you want it back, Lucan?
It's... What?
This is the book.
mine to begin with. Yes, put it back in your bag. He doesn't want it.
Okay. Let's put it in our bag. Yuska, do we have 2 gold?
Yeah, we do have 2 gold, buddy.
Okay. Give him 2 gold, please.
So with this book,
Give him another 2 gold.
you can create any potions from common and uncommon, as long as you have the ingredients.
Nice.
I have in Erenel articles, there's a herbalism alchemist section, and it shows all the uncommon stuff and like the ingredients that it takes. Flowers and stuff. It was good to see you all again. I hope that those healing potions in that book do you service. I hope you've not forgotten our contract that we signed for the death of someone who will not be named.
What?
What of it, sorry?
It has been taken care of.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that was done.
The contract still stands. I will make my
Of
way
course.
to a new location here soon. Get out of this cellar.
Wait.
If you plan to do that, let us know. I'm sure we'll still need to procure some potions.
Of course.
I have one other question.
Yes?
Will this book tell me how to study the wild magic potion safely?
Not until you become advanced.
Do you have an advanced?
I
Or
can
will you teach me?
I can sell you the book, but you are not ready.
Ooh. Okay, I won't touch it.
It's here when you wish it, and he points over his shoulder at the bookshelf.
Well, I would like it. And she looks at Lucan and Yuska.
Still, I mean, it's not too expensive, I guess.
I had the potion, so maybe I can just study it in my alchemy room that is behind the kitchen.
If you were to do that, I would suggest you read the first book before you read this one. There's a
Well-
reason that this one is first in the series.
Zelatek, are you moving?
I think I will. Not from Novavasi, but I think I need a change of scenery.
So, what happens if I finish the first book and I can't find you for the second?
Oh, you'll be able to find me. I won't be going far.
Oh.
You'll see my
Alright.
shop. It'll stand out from the rest. Now that the city has been purged of the the unloyal Frond.
Yeah, but there's gonna be another battle soon.
Yeah,
No, I
I'm
don't.
going to wait for this to calm before I change.
Yeah.
I can always send him a message now, little buddy.
Okay.
We
That's
should be
nice.
able to ask him where his new place is.
Thanks, Yuska.
He seems nice enough.
Sounds like you're nice. Okay. I'm done then.
Alright, so the three of you exit the alchemist shop, going up the stairs out of the cellar, back into the light rain of Nova Vasi. Is there anything that you guys want to do today before dinner?
I did want to smelt some silver arrows down, but I think I can do that with no. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, Lucan will do what he was talking about at the table. So he's gonna like try and like set up the tax area and just organize stuff and try to get people ready. As much as Harlock's coming doesn't mean that there won't be a fight in 6 days, 5 days.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Nope.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Oh, has Yarv and Dorth come back?
No.
Ah, shit. Okay. Midday, Ignik would ask Yuska to send a message if he has any left.
Oh, is it important, little buddy?
Well, I mean, they've been gone since yesterday. I'm not gone that much from you. I don't know them very much, though.
I mean, I'm certain a creature that large can take care of itself.
Well,
But if we survive tomorrow, I can send it. It's just, this wand, if I send too many messages, there's a chance it could break.
who knows a lot about their kind?
Suppose Pison does.
Let's go talk to Pison.
He might not be around, though. We can look.
Is Pison around the house?
Not currently, but you can always like go to the garden, call for him,
Yeah.
see if he answers.
Yeah, Ignik does that.
Okay.
Go to the usual spot and I'm like, Pison! Pison!
And you
I
see
have a
this.
question."
While she does that, Yuska's gonna go find Silvia and Silas and start preparing for this thing.
Pison forms onto the boxes in his reclined sit-in stance.
Oh, that's cool.
Hello there.
Hi, Pison. It's Ignik.
I heard you call.
Yes. Do you know where Yarb and Dorth are? Are they okay?
1 second. And they're currently trying to shoot a bow at a tree.
What?
They have a large bow and arrow, and they're trying to shoot it at a tree, but they keep breaking the string.
Is anything in the tree?
No. Just a large tree.
Can you... But why?
I do not know. But they're practicing with a modified bow and arrow, and they keep breaking it.
Are they nearby? Do you know?
He goes, no. Where did you tell them to go?
I don't know. Can you talk to them? Can you tell them just come back? Because I don't think they're going to survive much longer without food.
Okay. He pulls out his flute. He plays his flute to send the message, and the message comes, and then the message comes back, and he listens. Then he turns to you. They don't know what my message said because they thought it was the wind, and they are stupid.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are.
I will go in person, and I will tell them to return.
Tell them that the great Ursus sent you. They understand that.
The great Ursus wants you to return home.
Yes.
As you wish. And he gives a smile, and then
Pison.
we just.
Never mind. You can eat.
So Lucan spends some time going around the city, preparing the people, giving some mini sermons around Novavasi. Silas, Yuska, and Silvia, you guys are at the keep, at the stronghold, making preparations.
I just want to make it clear to like the rest of the party that when you see me, I'm like kind of like shaking a little bit, and I'm pacing a lot.
Good thing I don't see you for like 90% of the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Yusuke's eyes are still like very open. He's very much on edge. Kind of upset at what has happened.
So the sun begins to set. Mad Max is in the kitchen preparing, as he does. Lucan makes his way back.
Before all of this happens, I will give Nora like 2 gold and tell her that she should probably go to Harvin's Tavern tonight.
Okay.
And then I will also give Mad Max 2 gold. And I will tell him after he's done preparing dinner and after everything's served that he should probably also go down to Harvin's Tavern.
Okay. So the only one left is the 5 of you and Benor inside the room, which he has not left or spoken since the day before.
And sometime before that too, I will also tell Paizen what's coming.
Okay.
Just so he's adequately notified because he's a friend.
You got it. So the 5 of you now are in the hall. The sun is starting to set. Mad Max laid out some food before he left, but then he left with Nora, and they were talking and laughing as they walked out, almost like a nervous laughter. You guys have a couple minutes now before Harlock arrives. If there's anything you want to say before the door is going to knock.
Are we prepared for him?
Hail to the nah.
Do
We're
we
as
have
prepared as we'll get.
blood from Ferran's house to serve to him? No, the were-rats though.
Would
Perhaps
Eke have... Sorry, go.
No, go ahead.
Would Eke have been able to procure some silver arrowheads from Nora before she left?
Yeah. It's pretty easy smelt for her to do while, like, in between Silas's armor.
Okay.
Little buddy.
Hmm.
Any conflict should be last resort. Only if he
absolutely.
attacks us.
Yep. Right. Maybe I just need, like, I don't know. How much silver does it take to get, like, 5 arrowheads? Probably. Silver coins.
Silver coins?
Yeah.
Or like 5?
Okay. She would like to use 5, so
Okay.
make 5.
Oh, 5 for 1.
Oh, so that's what? 5 times 5 is 25?
5 silver per... Yeah, so 25 silver.
Do we have 25 silver?
We'll have 7 left if you do
Oof.
that.
Oof. Does Yuska advise her not to?
I mean, it's silver to Yuska, he doesn't care.
Then yes.
We chose the no riches and peace option. If you remember.
All right. So at the door you hear 3 loud knocks.
Silvia, I believe that's for you.
I stab him.
Alright, well, Lucan seems like he's the closest, so I suppose he will open the door.
All right.
He looks bitchin'.
How tall is he? Is he as tall as he looked?
So, a tall, pale man with long white hair and a large, neatly groomed full beard and sharp features is at the door. He stands a little over 8 feet tall. He's dressed in fine crimson and black clothing, and he's covered in ornate plate mail. A sheathed great sword hangs on his back with a very well-made mithril handle. There's large ruby gems that are set inside this handle. When you open the door, he stares at you, and he gives you a very wry smile. And as he starts to ascend the steps, his high boots make no sound as each footfall almost glides over the entryway as he comes up.
Who was there last night, that motherfucker?
You feel the weight of his gaze upon each of you as he looks at all 5 of you in turn. And then he speaks in a low, dignified voice. Good evening. I am Harlock von Nishkin, ruler of Nephistrad. That's where we're going to end tonight's game.
No!
Ah!
No! I can't do it.
So Harlock is walking into your house.
I'm going.
I don't know what to do.
It's too great.
Silvia's just like stunned at the fact that he's.
So just a
I
little
mean, we
like
did stack one of his cities, so
just a little small little side thing. For the past 6 sessions, every time Silas has rolled a wisdom save, he has failed his scrying by Harlock.
What? Silas.
So he's known we've been there the whole time. Oh man.
So next week, you guys are gonna meet
Oh,
Harlock.
how much does he know?
Let me tell you what happened at session 10.
So hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. This Thursday's a big one. Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, is the State of Erenel. Going to go over all the new stuff that's coming out, all the new content. Also going to do a giveaway. Got a new shirt design that I'm pretty excited for. I'm going to give one away. Do some other cool things. So 8 o'clock this Thursday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that follow button, and we will see you Thursday. Have a good night.
Bye. See you.
uh,
This will be the last time you're gonna see us ever. As
should we
these
start
characters.
rolling? Should we start rolling?
No, Economic is eternal.
I am legitimately gonna roll a new character for next session.
So I want to let you guys know that in session 10, we just got past that Garden of Teeth or Garden of Claws, and we reached the City of Zombies, and we sent a message to Costas, like, we are. Like that was session 10.
So he's been watching us ever since.
He's been watching us for a really fucking long time.
Lovely.
Okay, so then I think that he totally wanted us to kill Fernand then. It was Fernand who wanted
Absolutely.
us.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He's
Rise
probably
of
the
Harlock.
voices in your
We just gotta
guy.
find out why. I wanna know why.
He's probably
So
the one
good.
fucking with everybody's head.